He has been running this program for last several years now. And as he just now mentioned, that there are several programs. And one thing which I liked about Mr. Rao, he said, I had few questions with him in the past. I'm associated with him for more than a year, rather 2 years. And he said, listen to your body. Listening to your body is very important. As he mentioned, there are several programs, several diets. One common thread in all of them is it's the lifestyle modification, and that's important. Some will say don't take any oil, milk, yogurt, sugar, whereas you find others, they say yogurt, milk should be taken. Well, it depends on the body, it depends how, and the common thread in all the programs is it's the lifestyle modification. You have to follow certain discipline. So with that, over to Mr. Rao. Thank you, sir, for this is the second program that you have organized. And I know the first program was very, very beneficial, even though I have been associated with you for more than 2 years, reading all your posts. But when you presented, I came to know a lot of things which I was not aware of. So similarly, with others also, you'll find it several things where you had a doubt or your concept were not clear. With listening to Mr. Rao, these things will get clear. So over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Khanna Saab. It's a great pleasure. With your busy schedule, you have been able to guide our group as a admin. I really appreciate your services, sir. Namaskar once again, friends. Let's look at we must first of all improve our knowledge. Right knowledge is very important, and coupled with discipline, absolutely essential. People have knowledge, but they lack discipline. They can't become healthy. Similarly, people are disciplined. I was very much disciplined, but I don't have the right knowledge. So in the last 9 years, I have invested substantial time in looking at various aspects, and I've been able to devise a simplest approach. We will look at it. And these are the few diet plans. Like, you have Dr. Manthana is an amazing doctor, and I have my complete credit goes to him, majority of it. VRK diet, Jagannath Dixit diet, LMK diet, Wholesome Health. These are all people doing free of cost, friends. If anybody is interested, the phone numbers are given. You can contact them, learn more about them. Ultimately, looking at all this, I kept on modifying, kept on making it simpler. The important thing is the listener, the reader must understand this. So I kept on adding up, making this. I must be bothering people with so many posts. Pardon me, always look at the date in the bottom. Definitely you'll find some sort of improvement in the overall content and approach. So this wellness secrets, life without medicine. This is what I say. I was taking 11 medicines until 2014 for 12 years. And fortunately, I read a book by Dr. Manthana by 75 rupees, and I have reversed all my health problems, 11 medicines in 4 months' time. Last 9 years, I have not taken a medicine. I'm doing absolutely all right. The whole approach is lifestyle modifications. A lot of people ask me, sir, tell me what is your diet? I said, no, there is no specific diet. See, you must be sensible in choosing the right diet. So I will give you the broader lines. Like, when somebody is playing football, A team and B team, all that they have to do, A team should put goal in only B team, not in their own goal. Similarly, B team should put goal in A, not in B itself. And both the players should not take the ball out. That's all. There's no necessary that we go into too much of details. But of course, they will be helpful. But let's first understand the fundamentals. Friends, as I said to you, every human being is unique, and they are differing in age and male, female, genes, metabolic health, BMI. So please, it doesn't suit everybody. So you must listen to your body, like Khanna Saab is saying. You are the only guide yourself. So what are the things we should, there are 14 parameters I'm telling you to assess your own health and improve it. What are those 14 parameters? You should not be taking any medication, daily medication. If you're taking a medication, you need to be paying attention from now on. Weight as per height, waist size off of height, immunity. So a lot of people keep falling sick at frequent intervals. If they fall sick, they take long time, they suffer a lot. Whole objective is, first of all, not falling sick. If you fall sick, you're recovering fast. And then a simple technique I tell people that if you're even drenched in the rain, if you're not falling sick the same evening or next day, consider yourself you're healthy. Appetite and good health. You must have a good appetite and 2 bowel movements every day. 2 times you should be able to excrete from your waste from your body. Sleep quality. You should be able to sleep in 5-10 minutes if you fall on the bed, and 7 hours sleep in the night is absolutely essential. Friends, let me tell you, this is one very, very huge problem nowadays. 7 hours sleep is not happening. Comfort levels. How do you feel your body? Are you having no pains, no discomfort, no lethargy in the body? Energy levels, mental peace, enthusiastic in doing things, a spring in the step. I'd say, what is enthusiasm? Enthusiasm is just your movement itself. Say, look at Gandhiji. I think in Dandi March, nobody was able to catch up with the speed at his age. That's what I call enthusiasm. Lung capacity. Hold your breath 90 seconds. See if you're able to hold the breath above 90 seconds. You are good in lung capacity. Heart health. If you're able to climb 60 stairs with 3 stories, three-story building, up in 1 minute time, that gives an idea. But flexibility check. You're able to touch your toes without bending the knees. Brain health checkup. Stand on one leg, balancing for 20 seconds. And skin and hair, clear healthy skin, no hair loss while pulling the hair. If you just pull a couple of strands, it doesn't come out, gives a clear idea about your health. Friends, these are the very important things. Look at the smiling. We are always smiling, appreciating others. This is a quality. Lots of people are lacking it. We don't appreciate others. We must start from today. Anything you see something good in somebody, genuinely appreciate. It not only helps him, it helps you improving your hormones, happy hormones. Non-judging, not worrying, not fearful, hopeful, sharing, giving, receiving, all these things. That's all. Yeah. There are 6 blood tests, friends. I always tell these are absolute fundamental tests. I've seen people getting so many tests done and missing the key points. This test we will discuss. I've been sharing in my group regularly. I keep on urging them because until you get these 6 tests minimum, I think it may cost around 1,500 to 2,000 rupees. You'll be able to assess your health substantially. Look at, friends, body heals itself. Body doesn't require anybody support there. Prevention is better than cure, lifestyle modification, all these people say. But when it cures, when you create right conditions to the body. If you don't create right conditions, friends, what is right conditions? If you want your child to study well, what do? You put him in a good school, you tuition him, you get him good books, and give the right environment. So 99% of the children who are given such environment, they will do well. Sometimes, suppose a child living in a slum area where there's no condition, he is conditioned to become a pickpocket or a sort of a ruffian. Similarly, for health, we must create right conditions. Provided one creates right conditions. We look at it, what are they? Friends, create right conditions to make things happen. Look at it when somebody says, I say it's a three-legged stool. If a 3-leg stool, if we remove one leg, you remove, the stool will not be stable. What are they? Chemical part of it. What is chemical? We will examine that. Emotional part of it, structural part of it. Friends, I want to just give you one analogy for you to understand. A lot of people tell me, no, sir, I do a lot of meditation, I do pranayama, and he thinks it will take care of his health. Somebody says, no, I'm following an amazing diet. That should take care of it. Somebody says, I'm going to gym, I'm doing a lot of exercise. But friends, it's necessary that all has to be done. I want to give a simple example to you, friends. When you want to make a rice in a pressure cooker, there are so many things required. See, gas stove, and there's a process to, 1 glass rice, 2 glasses of water, soak them and put some water in the bottom of the vessel. All these things we do. There are 16 parameters to do this, making a rice. So out of 16 parameters, if you do 15, that means 92% if you are complying, and if you only forgot one thing, that means even 92% you have done everything all right. Only one thing you forgot, that is gasket. What happens? Your rice is not cooked. Now this time you become vigilant, and gasket is absolutely important. You forgot the whistle. Similarly, friends, everything is important. If you miss even one, you cannot have the things happen. Similarly, we need to do everything. Let's look at it, friend. Let's look at how the human body functions. The human body is designed in such a wonderful way. Whatever you eat, you are going to digest, and that will become sugars. Body cannot have a sugar less than 70 and more than 120. So it maintains between 70 and 120. That is optimal level. Suppose you don't eat for 2 days, your sugar will not go below 70. If it goes 70, you will get into coma. And if you eat 10 rasgulla 3 times a day also, your sugar will not go 120 above. It's a miracle. That's happening for many, many years. How that is happening? By way of the insulin. See, this insulin hormone also is an optimal. When initial stages, the fasting insulin is very low. And after 2 hours of eating, when it should come back by 30. So this is a balance, friend. It's like a, balancing. Initial stages, what happens for many, many, many years, whenever you check your sugar, they'll be under control. If you check your fasting sugar, it will be below 100, PP sugar below 120. If you should do our random sugar, it will be below 180, and also HbA1c below 5.5. But we are thinking we're healthy. Not at all, friends. Insulin levels are going up. When insulin level goes up over a period of time, people start developing insulin resistance and overweight and all that. Now, why this reason? We will go into more details a little later. Most important thing is frequent eating. Number of times we eat. The question is not the quantity of the food, frequent eating. So over the years, it doesn't happen 1 day, 1 year, 2 years, right? It may take 10 to 15 years. Somebody is taking high carb foods too frequently, it may happen in 5 years. That's why people at 20, 22 years also, they are overweight, they have diabetes and other things. And what happens, the first problem would be gut health. Gut health will be disturbed because of number of times eating and high carb foods. And then the insulin resistance will happen, friends. Whenever the insulin resistance happens, this is the root cause for all health problems. It starts with obesity to start with, blood pressure, and then people will develop pre-diabetes, diabetes, and then PCOD problems, cardiovascular disease. All these problems are happening only because of this. Whenever you check many times until before you become diabetes, your sugar levels will be all right. Somebody, when I ask a guy who is overweight by 20 kg, he says, my sugars are all right. So friends, don't worry about sugars. That's a very wrong concept we have. Let's look at it very detailedly, friends. There are 7 elements, 7 essentials for good health, friend. As I said, chemical. What is chemical? What is going inside your mouth, nose, and what is getting out of your system by way of excretion and all that? There are 3 things: air, water, food, and excretion. These 4 constitute chemical. Air, what we breathe, water we drink, food, what we eat, and excretion, removal of the waste by way of stools, by way of urine, sweat, and breath. Structural, your bones and joints and all, you're doing exercise. Emotional, rest and mind management. Friends, in the 7 essentials, there are 5 elements, if you have noticed it. Look at it. What is the food is earth element. Then you have water element, you have air element, exercise is fire element, rest element is a space. Most important, all these 5 elements have to be balanced by way of the 7 essentials. We are all doing all these 7 essentials, but we are doing haphazardly. Friends, look at it. When your spouse makes an amazing sambar, you want to learn from her. So what do you learn from her? You want to know what are the ingredients, what is the quantity to put. You know what is the quantity salt to be put, what is the dal to be put. It can't be vice versa. And also the process. Once you understand that, if you do that rightly, then you will be able to make reasonable sambar. But why your spouse is able to make it? She has experience. She is able to make the sambar very deliciously. Similarly, we are all making a lousy sambar by not adopting these things appropriately. So we are going to now make an amazing health by following this in a structured way. Root causes of lifestyle disorders. What is the root causes, friends? If you ask anybody, even a 10th failed fellow, he will tell you what are the problems. People don't eat well, they don't drink water, they don't go to the toilet, they don't sleep well, they're stressed, they eat all the junk. These are all the points. If you closely look at it, the answer is also the same. But how come we are not healthy? It is not that we don't know, friends, but we don't know how to fine-tune it. Fine-tuning is very important. You must have all experienced some time ago when we have on radios. If you are not able to exactly tune to the exact particular frequency, the volume will not be proper. So it has to be absolutely frequent. Similarly, people who knows how to balance the 7 elements in a day and balancing these 5 elements and 7 essentials, they can be assured of good health, friends. And you can prevent any lifestyle disorders, and you can even reverse them over a period of 3 to 4 months. Let's look at initially, friend, you don't have to look anything else. Forget about any blood test. If anybody is overweight, anybody has a large waist size, consider he is having metabolic syndrome and he is in the wrong direction. If not today, he is going to reach a wrong destination. What is wrong destination? Wrong destination is ill health, diseases. So let's all, first of all, change our direction. Forget about the speed. Speed is secondary. Let's look at the direction first. So anybody is overweight. Look at 5% in India should not be beyond 55 kgs, and waist size should be half of the height in inches. Like a 6 feet person should not be beyond 75 kg. Now, how do we go about it, friend? First of all, we need to know what is our current health. See, when a new student comes to the school, what the teacher do? He would like to look at his progress report. He would like to put a test and see where he stands in terms of his knowledge levels and comprehension. Accordingly, they will teach. Similarly, I always tell people, assess your health score. We will look at it how to do that. And fundamentals, if you're able to improve your gut health, if you're able to your insulin sensitivity, and if you're able to improve your, find out where you stand in D vitamin and B12, and if you're able to manage these fundamental things, consider yourself will become healthy, friends. Now, let's look at health awareness. What is more important? We all have knowledge, friends. And now the time comes learning and unlearning and relearning. So the 21st century, uneducated people are not the ones who can't read or write. The people who don't want to unlearn and relearn. So this session, I'm going to make you unlearn and relearn. See, friends.
Mr. Rao, just
yeah.
Mr. Rao, one announcement.
Yeah.
We are on a Zoom call and the time limit normally is 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But in case we get logged out, please redial the same link and we will back again.
Thank you. Okay, now when we see the people talk about type of food, whether they should take a plant-based food or animal-based food, they say calories, they say, oh, what food, this food has got calories. How many calories? You all know ice cream have a large, high calorie, but low nutrition. And so fruits have got high calorie, but high nutrition, low calorie. Timings of the food, somebody says you must have your breakfast. Somebody talks about nutrition. So this is taking care of chemical aspect of the food. I mean, this one. Now, somebody talks about active lifestyle, how much exercise you do, daily physical exercise. This we are taking care of structural. And somebody talks about managing stress and sleep. So we are taking primarily these things. Most of the talks are primarily based on this, friends. But what is most important we are missing is this proper hydration. A lot of people mention this, but a passing remark. But it's necessary that we must drink 3 to 4 liters water. We will spend why we should drink 3 to 4 liters water. Then another point we generally miss out is 2 bowel movements daily. See, removal of the waste from the body is absolutely essential, friends. Unless if you're able to excrete twice in a day, your large intestine will not get clean. So it's necessary. A lot of people talk about it, but in a passing remark. But I feel this is the mainstay approach. The most important thing, which is elephant in the room, is this, friends. Number of eating episodes. We are eating, most of us are eating beyond 5 times. What is 5 times? We are eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 1 or 2 times snacks, 1 or 2 times coffee. So we are ending up 5 times eating. Remember, friends, other than water, anything else you put in your mouth is food, which requires digestion. Then there is a sugar jump in your blood system, and then the insulin is going up. Over the years, you are going to develop insulin resistance. People are not understanding, oh, I'm taking only half a cup of a tea, or I'm just taking a small piece of bread. All this will not work, friends. And also we have culturally, we are very stuck up, friends, prasadams. Somebody goes for a temple, he offers a prasadam, we will immediately pop up in the mouth. And this approach, Atithi Devo Bhava. See, this is a great culture we have. Whenever somebody comes home, we offer something. And if they don't eat, we get upset, they get upset. And this is a very, very wrong approach now, because I stay in the 3rd floor, I eat my food, and I meet my friend in 2nd floor. He insists that I eat. If I refuse, he get upset. Friend, this is not the way. We should not. Atithi Devo Bhava was designed for people who are coming from one village to other village, walking for 1-2 days, and then it is required to give food. Now food is available plenty. And when we go to functions, and then eating disorders, we are getting tempted to eat when we see something attractive we want to eat. Somebody says, oh, I made it for you, we eat. And somebody comes, it's my birthday, just giving it, we just pop in the mouth. This habit should be stopped. If you're able to do this step alone, friends, if you stop eating multiple times, eat only twice when hungry, you don't have to listen any further programs. Just follow this and you see the great improvements. Now, as I told you, other than water, anything else one puts in the mouth is food. which requires digestion and spike sugar and insulin. And over a period of insulin, high insulin in the body, and long duration of the insulin in the body, over a period of years, you develop insulin resistance. If you go to the park and see friends, men are more having belly fat. They seem to be looking carrying, and they seem to be at 8th month. Very surprising. And then don't drink water. Drinking also is very important. Don't drink water 20 minutes before eating food, while eating, and until 2 hours after eating. This is very, very important. I was suffering with kidney stone problem, friend. My doctor told me drink more water. He never told me this principle. I never knew this. Only I ended up developing belly fat. Avoid this all, avoiding all this junk food. Many times we eat without hunger, friends. What we are all, tuned to eat breakfast, lunch, snacks, coffee time, tea time, dinner time. Forget about these times, friends. You must follow your hunger. Watch your hunger, and when you're hungry, eat at that time. Look at the convenient time. Suppose you're hungry at 11 o'clock, you're in the office, you cannot eat food at that time. Try to postpone by 1 hour by drinking water or buttermilk and have your first meal whatever time. Now, what do we do, friends? How do we go about improving our health? See, 3 to 4 liters water one must drink, 2 bowel movements in a day, avoidance of multiple times eating, avoidance of high carb foods and stimulants, eating only twice in a day when hungry, and maintain the same timings. And if you're able to maintain 14 to 16 hours of overnight fasting, what is overnight fasting? Suppose you finished your second meal by 8 p.m. So until 11 o'clock, don't eat any food, just be on water. That will improve what? It will improve your gut health and insulin sensitivity. 45 minutes of brisk walk, stress management, learn yoga, meditation and all that. 7 hours night sleep is non-negotiable, friends. If people don't have the habit, 10 minutes more and afterwards people can join. And 7 hours night sleep is absolutely non-negotiable. I'm telling you, friends, all these points: 3 to 4 liters water, 2 bowel movements, avoidance of the junk food, high carb foods, eating only twice in a day, 14 to 16 hours of overnight fasting, and then 45 minutes of brisk walk. A lot of people tell, walk 20 minutes in 3 days a week. Why? When you're eating 2 times, 3 times, 4 times a day, why you should not walk? Absolutely necessary, friend. You must do that. Stress management. Lots of people have a lot of stress. Focus on it. Learn from yoga, meditation. 7 hours sleep. Check your D and B12 vitamin. And as I said to those tests, so now what food to eat, friend? You can make any homemade cooked food. Try and avoid refined oils, what you use at home. Make homemade food and eat. If you're interested, one time you take uncooked food, because we are talking about nutritional deficiency. Cooked food will not have any nutrition. You must have uncooked food like sprouts and all that I keep sharing in our group. You must enjoy that. Look at this one. An amazing plate. Really love to eat this one. Like sprouts, you have soaked nuts, dates, fresh coconut, seasonal fruits. Friends, look at it. What is available? Seasonal, regional, cheap. Just buy them and eat them. And a person, if somebody is having diabetes and high sugar levels, they must stop all carbohydrates. What to eat without carbohydrates? Look at, you can have some eggs, you can have some paneer fry and some salads, nuts, coconut chutney, any subjects made out of ghee, many subjects made of cold pressed oils and all that. Friends, in a nutshell, as I told you, the direction is more important than the speed. Many are going fast, but in a wrong direction. Going wrong direction is all right, but going fast is meeting their maker at the earliest. As we discussed, very important, friends. See, when you improve your insulin sensitivity, look at it. That improves health span. And if anybody has insulin resistance, that is the 6 span. What is 6 span? We'll see. 2 people lived 80 years. One guy lived for almost up to 60 years, okay, but balance 20 years, he was sick, in and out of hospitals, medication, and all those things. Other guy lived almost 80 years, maybe last few days and weeks, he was having little health issues. This is what we need. We cannot improve our lifespan, friends. A lot of people tell me, oh, you can improve lifespan. Not at all. We all come with an expiry date. We can only improve our health span as long as we live. We don't depend on the doctors or medicine. Emergency, yes, we definitely require doctor. Friends, these are the few people who have benefited by following these wellness secrets. I'm passionate to share. I'm a compulsive learner and a compulsive teacher. I chase people. I keep posting. Please pardon me, because this is the only way I can motivate people. Friends, my name is Gangeshwar Rao. I'm not a doctor. People with health issues must consult their doctors. Look at these 10 parameters, what I'm telling you. Number of daily medicines, weight and waist size should be as per height, blood pressure should be below 120 by 80, fasting insulin, fasting blood glucose, HbA1c, lipid profiles, D vitamin and B12. Friends, look at it, January 2014, I was taking 11 medicines and my health score is 10%. And I used to be sick regularly and I used to spend 2,000 rupees every month for the medicine. More than that, I used to be miserable taking 11 tablets at a time. In 4 months, by following Dr. Mantina's natural lifestyle, I've improved my health substantially. Though I was diabetic for 12 years, without medication, I'm able to maintain my HbA1c between 6.4 to 7.4. No medicine, friends. Look at it by health levels. As I said to you, what is the key factor to know whether you're healthy or not? Just get drenched in the rain for 1 hour and see if you're not falling sick same evening by way of cold, cough and all that. Consider yourself healthy. Thank you very much for listening, friends. You are welcome to speak to me on my mobile. I'm going to US. I'm available on WhatsApp, but I love people to make changes. And what only approach is that whatever food you are eating 2 times, take a snap and send it to me. I can guide you, make small changes. So you don't have to go for some special diet and all that. Eat what you like. Just be conscious, learn about good nutrition, what foods are suiting you. Just observe your body, as Mr. Khanna said it. Watch your body. Are you feeling energetic? Are you feeling healthy? Are you feeling comfortable in your body? That's all. Other things, weight loss, getting diabetes is side benefits. They are not the main benefits, friend. They are side benefits. The main benefit is becoming healthy, becoming energetic, not depending on the doctors. That's what I want to say. Thank you very much for listening. And I wish you very good health. And I look forward to interact with you people. Any doubt, you're welcome to speak to me. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Any questions?